I came to America 7 years ago, and I came in to the United States as a refugee from Nepal. And you can imagine, refugee is someone who fled away from the country, so they don't have anything. So when a refugee comes to America in the US, they don't have anything. They don't have money, they don't have belongings, they don't have anything. They only have one hope, one dream. That they would live a peaceful life again, a life that has meaning and purpose.
Yes. So, this is absolutely amazing. I really appreciate you giving me your time today.
Hey, anytime, man.
You are an amazing person.
Thank you.
And I'm really glad we have a chance to be here and kind of kick off my trip with some of your words of wisdom, because you know what's fascinating is that you have such a dedication. And after hearing your story and all of the momentum that you have seems to really, really be contagious, because the businesses and the interviews that you've been receiving, I mean, I don't think I've heard of anybody getting an interview as fast as you have from firms, different firms and financial institutions that you've been applying to. And what I'm curious about is what you do to get them to notice you like that. You know, what is your personal growth standpoint on this?
Well, I guess as a student, GPA is really important, because I mean, when they scan the resume, I think that's what they look for a lot of times. And after that, their second stuff is like what you do on your own time. And I do a lot of extracurricular activities. I am involved with my church, and even in the community, I did Toastmasters to improve my communication skills.
Yeah.
And I'm doing CrossFit to kind of, keep the weight down and kind of get that fitness level high.
Yeah.
I think, and overall, people just want to know you. When they interview you, they want to know who you are as a person. And work is work at the end of the day. You just do the same thing. It gets tiring and all that. But they want to know if you are the right kind of person that they are looking for. If I'm a good person, if I'm a positive person to be around.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you think positivity is something?
Oh, it really, really helps.
The employers know it.
Absolutely. When you go there, just from the moment you walk in the doors, you just release your smile. Just talk to them, and instantly they will like you, because who doesn't like smile? Everyone.
Right.
Everyone loves that. It's not like you absolutely don't want to be grumpy or showing off all your attitudes or whatever.
Right.
Just want to be normal. Just don't be weird. Just act normal. And once you do that, it's just a piece of cake.
You said something earlier that was really fascinating to me about a level of focus. And how did you say it? You said somebody who's driven. And you said there was a way to help an employer see that in you. And I think this is important because of the overall adventure, and everything that I'm setting off on here is about taking yourself to another level, even if it means getting out of your comfort zone to make sure somebody knows who you are.
Is, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have that focus if you want to move on in your life. If you see yourself in a different level, you're better taking some steps to get there. It might not be obvious for now, but if you have that focus, the intensity and the momentum needs to build up. Because if you don't do anything now, you're not going to get there. There has to be some kind of moment. And
That's
focus
true.
really helps to have that. It's like focus is like an anchor. It really helps you pinpoint what you want.
Yeah.
And even when you drift somewhere off where you were not supposed to do something and you did it, but that focus will bring you back
That's true.
to that.
What kind of things do you do to keep your focus? because you must stay like hyper focused in order to get where you want to be, especially dealing with all those numbers and those and that type of discipline.
Yeah. Well, accounting is not my passion, and I know it sounds kind of counterintuitive because I'm studying accounting right now, and in fact, I'm going back to get my master's next year or this fall. The reason I am studying accounting is to kind of support myself as I move on in life. When I'll be studying philosophy and religion and different things in the future. That's my plan. That's my focus. That's my passion. To be honest with you, accounting is just one step, like the step I'm taking to get there.
Right.
Because sometimes, like with philosophy, you're not gonna make money. So when you wanna get married, when you have kids, you're gonna have to have some money to support them and yourself.
It helps
at the same time, and that's when you need the money. And accounting, that's the reason I chose accounting, is to kind of help my family financially fit.
That's pretty noble. Yeah. I like that too, because you're demonstrating how it's long term.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I think some people, they want to focus on the dream and then the steps to get there. Some people may look at what you're doing and not see accounting as getting you to that dream.
No,
but it definitely is.
It definitely is, yeah.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes I have wondered myself, maybe I should have taken the chance to just done like religion and philosophy and different things, and I should have just gone ahead and just studied that. But in reality, if you have to like really ask those hard questions, who's going to fund you? Who's going to fund me when I'm studying that? And even after I'm done with that studies, what am I going to do with it? Like, what is the real life value? I mean, don't get me wrong, like philosophy and religion, they have immense value in society, although not very tangible often, it seems. But
yeah,
like the world needs some technical help. And sometimes to get to that place where you want to kind of use that soft skill, when you want to talk to people about different ideas, where you are just talking to people, oftentimes they don't pay you for that unless you are on the high level where you are kind of getting on that level. And there is a time too that it takes time to get there. And accounting, really, I feel like it will help me aid in the process of getting there. And when I get to that point where I can really give speech or talk to people and earn money or earn my living, I will let go of accounting, because accounting is that's just the tool I use to get there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's kind of an adventure?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, of course it is. You never know, I started college when I graduated from Boise High right here in town. I thought I would go to college for 4 years, get my accounting degree, and get out and do my religious studies, But now I'm at the end of it. I'm graduating this semester. In fact, it's just a month away.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And so I have decided I'm going to do my master's, because for accounting you have to have 150 to sit for your CPA exam, and I want to get that CPA. I figured, why not just get that CPA license, and it's a credible,
absolutely.
It's a stamp of those credibility, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that piece of paper does matter.
It really does. It really does. Oftentimes it's kind of hard to find meaning off of that piece of paper, but it really does matter.
I know. No matter how many people try to say it's all about what's inside.
Yeah, well,
sometimes people want the confidence that you put the work, put forth the effort.
And going to college really is not hard, but those small steps you have to take, and the discipline you have to finish that every single assignments they give you, no matter how tedious, how small, how hard it gets. You had to get it done to graduate. I mean, of course, you can get C's in all your classes, but that shouldn't be your target. You go to college, you should aim for that A pluses. Why not? You're going, you're paying for it. Why not just get that best you can get, best education you can get?
Yes.
Talk to those professors. They're humans too. They know who you are, and share your stories. I think that really helps. I think that's what I do. That's what I do, and I get to meet different professors, and I ask them hard questions too. Like, you know, my accounting professors actually, one of my professors, he's not graduating, he's retiring this semester after teaching at Boise State for like, I don't know, 20 some years, I don't know. And I asked him, if you had the chance to go back all over again, would you do this career track? Would you follow accounting as your passion or as your career? And he said, yeah, he would. And I found that really fascinating. Even at the end of the career, he's kind of still passionate about that subject.
Yeah.
I don't think I would be able to say that, but you never know. But because my passion is something else, you know what I mean? Like I already said, like there's something else I am focused at, and it's okay to have those mini steps or mini passions that will help you get to that big passion that you always dreamed of living.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Therein lies the adventure.
Oh, yeah. That's of course.
That's excellent. I really like that a lot. I feel like that is the component right there that can keep you focused. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm getting goosebumps right now talking to you about it because I can tell you've done this.
Yeah.
It's really great to be sitting in this room talking to you about it because when it's a reality, it's contagious.
It does. Yeah, it
you
definitely
light up
is.
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when a refugee comes to America, they really come with one thing, and that's the hope and the purpose to live a better life or a peaceful life they have always longed for. And it gets difficult when you see people living in America where they could care less about the opportunities they have here in the States. And as a refugee myself who has come from Nepal, I didn't speak the language. It was really difficult. When people would talk to me, I had no idea what they were saying to me. You know, like I knew the alphabet, but that's not enough. Like, you know, just getting to know people, talking to them.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Absolutely.
There really is a difference. And when I came here, and when I started the school, it was so hard. It was so hard because I had that emotions, like all these good emotions that were welling up in me, but I did not know how to express it. Like it became so hard. Sometimes I would go home and cry. Like I couldn't help myself but to, because like how am I supposed to express that when I talk to my family? Like, you know, as a Nepali people from, I guess, a refugee, from Nepal, we don't share things to family. We don't say, hey, we love you. Like, especially in my culture, like,
really?
Bhutanese, like, I am from Bhutan, like, you know, Bhutanese refugee, but I was born in Nepal. We don't say, hey, mom, hey, dad, I love you. We don't express our loves and emotions to the family. And that's when it becomes really tough, because even though you know the family loves you, you can't really, like, feel it at times, because there's no expression, you know, like you don't hear that coming from your dad. Like, in fact, I never hugged my parents or my brothers, to be honest. Like, we never hugged each other and said, I love you.
Really?
We never did that.
That's interesting.
And in you know, the culture shock coming to America, it kind of really helped us bond that relationship with my family too. Coming to America where we didn't have a lot of different people, like we didn't have Nepali speaking people, and so it allowed us that opportunity, or I guess it gave us that opportunity to kind of bond and become a stronger family.
Yeah.
But going to school, you know, I was the only one, like I said, in my family to start high school. I started here from 9th grade, and like I didn't speak the language. It was really hard. I went to the language school for a semester, and it was really good because I got to talk to different teachers who kind of understood my background, and they were really nice to me, and to say the least. When I got transferred over to Boise High, everyone was like Americans, like white Americans. Like there's no one like me. No one spoke like me. Everyone was like blonde, blue eyes, you know, typical Americans. And it was really hard to connect because there was that culture shock. Like, there's a difference. Like, how am I supposed to talk to these people? Like, what if they don't like me? That all that teenage like, you know, the tension and the struggle that everyday people face. And
well, you definitely
yeah,
lived to the definition of an adventure.
Yeah. And, you know, oh my gosh, I can't remember the times that I cried coming home from school, especially at night, because I wouldn't cry in front of my family, you know, it would be kind of weird, but at night, I couldn't help but just to cry. It was, you know, like, I didn't know how to express myself. It was so hard. Like, even today, like, people oftentimes tell me, like, I'm timid, like, you know, I'm shy, but I'm not. I can assure you, I'm not a shy person.
Yeah, I can tell that.
I can go anywhere and speak to anyone. But when you don't have that cultural education, I guess, or the background, it really limits you and puts you in this box where if you don't know how to get out of, you'll be there for the rest of your life. And I'm thankful that I've been able to get out, I feel like, through the involvement of my church and getting around in my community and just being, you know, out there.
Yeah.
I feel like people notice when you really try, even though I don't speak the language perfectly. But that's okay, because I'm still learning, and this is a process, and I know it will take time. But I'm not going to shy away just because I don't know how to speak the language perfectly, or just because I don't know how to speak the language like a native speaker. That shouldn't be my, like, you know, those strongholds. That shouldn't be it. Because I know life, like, God created me with a purpose, and I want to live that purpose with full, like, you know, fully. I want to live that fully.
Yeah.
And whatever it takes, man. I'm just saying, like, you know, I have this goal and vision, and I know I'll get there. Because I don't see, like, why not? Like, I'm in America. I was a refugee in Nepal where I didn't have anything. Like, absolutely nothing. And I come here now, even to sit here with you and with all these cameras around. This is a fortunate, like, this is a, what do you call that? This is like
a luxury.
A luxury. And this is like, oh my gosh, I don't know how to say that. This is like a fortunate opportunity for me to be here and talking to you about what I have faced in life.
Well, I'm really thankful to hear it.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
I know everyone watching is. This is what is amazing. This is the definition of adventure. Thank you so much, Kamal, for sharing this, because that is what we can do here. We have the power to change, to make anything we want, and you are the living proof that we can go into the abyss, into the emptiness of what we don't think we know, and make something of it. And I'm honored. I am honored to be here with you. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
This is a perfect message to send people with as we head off on this adventure. To talk to, go see what John Maxwell has to say, and I know you're quite fond of him as well.
Oh, I am. I listen to his tapes and podcasts quite often. I still do, and I really like that guy.
What would you say for our viewers, the one thing we should be on the lookout and why we should listen to John Maxwell?
Well, I mean, John Maxwell is really outstanding leader, and I think he knows how to communicate to people, different levels. Like, you know, you don't have to feel like you don't know anything. When you hear him talk, he will really appeal to what you need. And I think that's the best thing. And I know he's older, so he has really that wisdom that comes with age too. And I think he's a leader, and I don't think I would shy away from following him and his footsteps.
Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
This is an absolute pleasure, Kamal.
Yeah.
And we are going to head off on this
you.
adventure. We're going to wake up early in the morning, and we're going to head off. And,
all right.
Thanks a lot for everything.
Hey, thank you.
Hey, Sleepy Bear. Hi, Sleepy Baby. Chewy! Chewy! Hey, how you feel about this trip, man?
This rooster's ready!
Woo!
Shake, dress pants, ties.
Yes, gotta have the ties.
And vitamins. We need vitamins for the trip, guys. You gotta stay nutrified when you travel. I don't know if I shaped right or not. No, I don't know. Excited. We're gonna go to an amazing leadership, entrepreneurship, business development. I can't describe the words. I don't have any more words to describe this amazing event we're going to.
Well, here we are. Rest stop number 1, Flying J. And I gotta say, their pizza's not bad.
What are you filming?
Apparently,
Filming this?
men eat too many bagels.
Like, they ate almost every. I had 6 bagels and it's like 2 left. And there's only 2 of them.
Well, thank you for sharing.
And you guys, okay, yeah, never mind.
Don't blame, no, you guys. I know it was this guy.
Yeah, I only ate
this
2.
guy.
I only ate 2.
So that means Brian ate 1 3/4 because there's like a chunk left.
No, I totally ate 2. This is how a human eats a bagel. So while I was in there, I found a couple CDs about the Lord.
Oh no.
And I want to play them now. You guys down for that?
Oh, sorry.
What kind of cities did you find in there?
Oh, yeah.
The date was December 15th, 1989. There was a volcanic eruption in Alaska, shooting ashes miles and miles into the sky, filling the atmosphere with dust and ashes.
Okay, can I get an amen, huh?
Was flying in that area.
Oh, we can turn that
So, Michelle is one of our newest business owners in the world. How do you feel about about that in this trip. I mean, do you feel like your personal growth is just like skyrocketing?
Well, not yet.
Stratosphere?
But that's the hope, I'm definitely excited about it. And I just got launched and, you know, getting all my products I get to try, and so definitely excited. But I'm thinking that the event will pump me up for sure. And I'm really excited to see John Max as well. I've never seen him speak before, so I think that'll be really awesome.
That's amazing. And she knows how to pick out bagels, let me tell you. It really smells.
Yes, it does.
Oh my god. I really don't think it was. So, you know, Chewy, this is an amazing adventure we're on. And I know it's hard to grit and bear the process of, you know, all the hard work we've done. You know, we're not avoiding the fact that flatulence on a traveling trip in the car is challenging. It's just we really got to move past the obstacles in our life in order to reach that, you know, break that new wind.
My initial thoughts about John Maxwell. Well, I think John Maxwell is one of the amazing resources we can use. I mean, first of all, he's written so many books about leadership, and he's done a lot for people, companies around the world. You know, he's inspired a lot of people. You know, a lot of businesses focus on sales, on making money, on this and that. But our business is about self-development, not only making money. It's about making a difference in ourselves, then helping other people. And that's exactly what John Maxwell does. You know, if you believe in it, if you do what not what you're told, but if you do what you're coached and what you're mentored to do, it's incredible what happens. You know, like last year I came and I met a lot of amazing people, did a lot of networking here, you know, learned from many different people who have what I want, not like people who always tell you, your neighbors, professor, people who tell you, oh, you should do these, do that, but they don't have exactly what you want. But in comparison, coming over here to our business meetings and all that, you get to listen and you get to learn from people who have what you really want, holistic wealth, who have, you know, money, who have great relationships, who have great health. All of us have goals, all of us have dreams, all of us want to succeed. We might have different goals, but we all want to succeed. We all want to be financially free. We don't want to depend on anyone. We want to be our own bosses. So now coming all the way over here, not only listening to successful business entrepreneurs who are financially free, but also listening to John Maxwell is going to really pump us up, is going to give us more knowledge, is going to teach us things that we haven't learned before, and we're going to come back on this road, and next year we're going to come with more knowledge, more people who want to keep growing, and that's what you call a legacy.
So how do you feel that this adventure, this trip itself is expanding you as a person and taking the time to be free now?
So you're asking how does it make me feel, but what do you mean?
Yeah, like taking this trip here, how would you describe that as freedom in what you do?
Oh, well, because, I mean, right now, you know, I could be at work, I could be doing schoolwork or whatever, but these right here is a lifestyle now. I feel like this is a lifestyle. I feel like this is an amazing investment, being in this car, being with you guys, going on this trip. I feel like this is my freedom right here, because this is what we do. It makes me feel fulfilled that I'm doing something else that a lot of the people who are back in Idaho, back in Boise are not doing, you know. So I'm doing something else. I'm doing something extra You know, I'm putting aside work for a little bit. I'm putting aside school. I still have my backpack with me right here. I have my assignments and everything. But just because of that, I'm not going to stay home and complain about the weather, complain about the government, complain about my job, complain about how expensive things are, complain about taxes. I'm here enjoying my trip, enjoying being with amazing people, and I'm feeling fulfilled because I'm doing something else. You know that famous quote where whatever people go to 9 to 5, go to their job, work for their job, but once they get out of their job, they just go back home, lay on the couch, and they don't do anything. They don't work on their own dreams, and that's not what we do. You know, we're taking an extra step. No matter how tired we're from school or from work, we're taking an extra step, and we're on a trip. We're on a journey to success. So that really excites me.
I have to look at the map because I don't think we go over the mountains. I think we go straight north after that. So I'll have to check that.
We don't know where we're going.
We do, sort of, you know.
We're lost.
You know, a general direction.
Well, I suppose as long as we're going in the right
Direction.
part of the country. Oh, look, guys. There's still snow on the ground.
Then over there.
Look at that. Isn't that just disgusting? Looks like the throw up of winter.
No idea. Well, everything else is brand new, so don't have to worry about the rest.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Is that
well,
right?
and I
Why don't
have
you
in my
explain to us why you're
fridge,
trying to kill us?
And he's like, oh,
Why are you
you
trying
can
to
take
kill us?
them because he wasn't eating them.
You're trying to kill us. Why? Why?
So
What did we do to you?
you guys are all.
Where did you buy that cheese at?
You got something against men? Something against men? Just kidding.
Where did you buy that cheese at?
Actually, it was my boyfriend's. He wasn't eating them, so he gave them.
Oh,
So I don't know where he got them.
your boyfriend. He knew that we were coming and he wanted to slip us something. Did
It expired. It doesn't fit.
it really? It expired into
Yeah,
the...
he'll get stuff and then he won't.
Oh, thanks for feeding us worms. We just ate 2-year-old cheese.
It was slimy. That's why it was slimy.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Did you not eat it?
I ate half of it, and then it tasted weird, and I looked at the thing.
My body already feels weird. I'm trembling. My stomach is tying up.
I saw bubbles on it.
Oh!
Oh my god, I did not know.
All I gotta say is YOLO.
Well, now I want to try one just to see.
You should. I'm surprised how well they stayed together. Kind of like Twinkies and McDonald's
The
cheeseburger.
cheese, yeah, the cheese one.
Look at the way you grip that steering wheel. Our life is in your hands. You are outstanding. Look at that. She's not letting us go anywhere. Whoa, 10 and 2 by the book.
Actually, now
No.
it's 9 and 3.
9 and 3, maybe
Yeah.
6 and 12.
Officially,
How do you
when
feel
I
about that?
took my driving test back in like April of last year, it's 9 and 3. It's the official thing, not 10 and 2.
Yeah, I mean, I could see that. I could see 9 and 3. What about 6 and 12?
Yeah, no.
You maybe 5 and 4?
No.
That'd be kind of weird.
It's not.
That's like if you have handcuffs on. Right? Right? Okay, my jokes are getting me real far.
Welcome to Washington.
Whoa!
Oh my god.
Oh,
Your destination will be on the left.
well, looks like we've arrived. Okay, here we are in the hotel. It's quite nice. Bit of a situation here with getting our reservation recognized, I guess you could say. So we are on standby, but the guy was nice enough to let us move in, even though we are still on the line with the third party that set up the reservations for us. Woo! All right, so the reservation's just about worked out. We're all looking snazzy now. So how do you feel about this whole situation? This was kind of crazy, wasn't it?
It was crazy. They
Traveling.
were disappointed. Traveling was good. Just when we got here, they surprised us. They gave us a little surprise and told us that we were not on the map. We weren't on the map.
I will say I am glad I work with people constantly, because if you are patient with people, things work out. Continue to collaborate. Don't give up with frustration. That's my tidbit for today. But for the rest of the evening, I'm going to be listening to what someone else says. All right, we made it. We made it. We're on our way down here, and we're about to get across the street without dying! This looks like the right place, doesn't it?
Should we cross? We should.
If we don't want to die.
Yeah, I don't want to die. Thank you.
Well, this looks like the right place, all right.
Finally here, guys. We're excited. We're pumped. We're about to learn more about online expansion, marketing, and
Hey! We made it! We made it!
how's everyone doing?
Hey, we got JFC Legacy here. Imperial Coaching / Power. We made it. We've got,
Finally.
Oh my gosh. Trying to get everything reserved was outstandingly crazy. Not only that, we went through a little bit of,
Craziness.
Craziness?
Craziness.
Okay, yeah, we'll use that word.
Yeah.
We're here now. We're about to hear a little bit of the speeches of those that have some wisdom to share. And I'm excited.
We're pumped.
Honored to be here with people. And we're going to fill you guys in. We've got the adventure video coming up, Tea Time with Compassion, coming up here soon. So thanks a lot. You guys have a great day. This is going to be amazing.
Have a great one, guys.
Awareness. Abilities. Choices. These are the powers we have to grow. The first day that we had a chance to listen to such amazing, powerful wisdom in the auditorium of the amazing elite, there were many words that were shared that only those that truly want it can hear. Big dreams attract big people. This is one of the most important things that was said while we were there. While we were listening to Mr. Maxwell speak, we knew that the truth was in all of us. That's why the phrase, "it takes one to know one," really goes far. Not only that, if you know that you want to take an adventure, you know that you find the words and the power within yourself to make the same leaps in this world as the leaders that people revel. Now, when we were there, we had a chance to look deep into the reservoir of success. And it all starts, as Mr. Maxwell said, with knowing what you want. And then comes the level of truth, the level of growth, the capacity, the movement of who you really are. One of the great things that was also talked about was that becoming familiar with how to talk to people on a unified level without taking a personal account in another's improvement. Without taking, it's like an altruistic moment that continues to live on. And when you hold this, the improvement is everywhere. The growth is everywhere. As another great person said, impossibilities are only challenges, even on bad days. So you can take that to heart when you know that day one, the principles that we learned were outstanding. When you want to know, then your eyes will see the things that will help you know
what you want. Another important thing that was spoken about, I really like this. John Maxwell, he stood up and he said, you know, experience is not the best teacher, like many people say. It's not what most people think it is. It's knowing how to evaluate your experience that really becomes the teacher. Here we go again. Here we go again. This is day 2. Got up, had to do a quick run. Of course, I still have to work on my business and my schooling while I'm here, so I got that all taken care of. Ready to go, day 2. This is going to be day 2 of hearing John Maxwell's amazing wisdom, amazing teachings. The fact is, I want you all to know and remember, okay, it's not about idolizing somebody. It's about realizing how that wisdom has come to you because of who you are and what you've attracted into your life. It's about realizing the unity that exists in what you want and how it's actually coming to fruition in your experience. So this is exciting. I know that I've brought greatness into my life, and everybody who's watching this and having a chance to have these pieces of information come into your life as well, that means you're doing the same thing. It's outstanding. So, of course, going to share the wonderful points that are covered from tonight's visit as well on the next few screens. But in the meantime, we're going to take a little trip downtown to get back to the arena. Looks like we're going to test out the old Spokane transit system. Before the show, we're gonna head off, grab something to eat real quick, see what we have to offer down here. This looks pretty good right here. The River Park Square. Not too bad. Wow. Okay. Now that's pretty cool. Just got myself a little Subway here. Keep it simple. But this place is like a mall in like a straight vertical line. Like most of the walking is going up. Pretty interesting. Just got done talking to you about how you go somewhere with an intention and the manifestations come faster and faster and faster. And I'm not kidding you. I just came across 3 people, 2 ladies and then another lady immediately afterwards that told me they knew they needed to meet me. And it was just phenomenal. It was just amazing. And it's interesting how sometimes you don't even know how to end the conversation because we're such an eternal. Just another pit stop here on the way. You guys may be familiar with this. Spokane Falls, baby! That's awesome. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, everything in between. Here's a few notes that were very, very important from day 2. Don't take my word for it, though. If you want to do some further research, you should, and I recommend go to johnmaxwell.com, and you can learn much, much more. But the information that I pulled from this, here are some very important principles that will help you financially, it will help you spiritually, it will help you emotionally, it will help you physically. The list goes on. Number 1, be flexible. There's more than one answer. Okay, that's the first one. Number 2, creative people always believe there is an answer. That is very, very important. And this is a beautiful passage that you can use to exercise that ability. It goes test, fail, learn, improve, re-enter. This is a great principle that John teaches. I like it very much. The next thing is ask questions. Asking questions is one of the fundamental powers of the universe. And I say this because just go ahead and compare the energy of a statement and the energy of a question. Go into a room and ask a question and then make a statement and look at the differences. And you can derive whatever you want from that and you'll find your own way. Next thing. This is absolutely amazing. You want to change your question of how long it will take to how far can I go? And that's amazing. That's amazing in and of itself. Next thing, and this is the final and last very, very important piece to this puzzle, is what we receive is not what we deserve. It is what we think.
Okay, guys. I know I've said it, and I'll say it again. It is outstanding to set the intention and go on the adventure! Do it! Do what you need to do. After this talk with John Maxwell, it was absolutely phenomenal. We talked about partnership, okay? Now, I've heard people tell me the only ship that doesn't sail is a partnership. But I can assure you, if you take principles into consideration when it comes to making your partnership work and set sail with those principles, and know that the only reason you stay afloat in the middle of the ocean is because of those principles, then you will reach your destination. Okay, so I'm on my way to a comedy club right now. This is exciting, all right? This is what I love about technology. I was sitting on the bus on the way to John's talk. In a matter of minutes, I ended up being able to schedule myself to be at a show with a guy by the name of Andrew Schultz. He's done, oh my gosh, I don't even remember all the shows it was saying. He's on MTV. He's doing all these shows. He's going to be in this nice little show room with us doing some comedy. I'm super stoked. Got that all set up, and you know, it's not so much about the entertainment, although it is. I mean, it's great. You know, it's all possible. It's all beautiful. However, it is necessarily isn't whatever you want to say. Let's go and go and go. When you decide to do what you want, the doors start to open. When you close the door behind you, the next one opens. Don't be afraid of closing it and thinking you're going to be stuck in limbo, because it doesn't work that way. If you jump, the net will be there. Oh, yeah. Just feels good to know it, and I just want to pass that message on. I love you guys. Wow, I think my face still hurts. Lots and lots of laughing. I figured in light of moments, this goes out to you, Spokane. Spiritual quests, come on. It tells me this is not a test. This is the real thing, so dream on. I said I do this in my sleep, but I do it in my waking life as well. Because I'm digging a well before I'm thirsty, and I ain't afraid to raise hell. Even if it means that some may be pissed. Don't you see that I do this so I can give love to all those that wish heaven would come and kiss their cheek at night, turning the other. I used to feel like this was something that could ever be sight. But now I gotta be clever. Because if there's a way to make things up as you go, that's the moment of stream of consciousness. I will continue to swim, because in the end, here I am on my quest, and it will lead to my well.